the South Atlantic Ocean. A giant among oceans, it stretches below the equator, separating the Americas from the mother continent of Africa. Imagine a line drawn across the globe, dividing the planet in two. This is the equator, and below it lies our ocean, a realm of deep blues and churning currents. To the west, the coasts of South America cradle this massive body of water. Brazil, Argentina, Uruguay, each nation sharing a border with this aquatic giant. To the east, the shores of Africa meet the ocean's embrace. Angola, Namibia, South Africa, their histories intertwined with the ocean's ebb and flow. Southward it stretches, a bridge between worlds until it encounters the icy breath of the Antarctic Ocean. This meeting point, a swirling vortex of cold and warm, marks the ocean's southern boundary. 20 million square kilometers, an area almost impossible to grasp, holding within its depths a tapestry of life, beauty and power. This is the South Atlantic Ocean, a world waiting to be explored. Beneath the surface, the South Atlantic reveals a landscape more dramatic than any mountain range. The ocean floor plunges to unimaginable depths, carved by ancient forces into valleys and plains. The Brazil Basin, a colossal depression in the ocean floor, sinks to depths exceeding 4,700 meters. Imagine a darkness so complete it would swallow the tallest skyscrapers whole. Further south, the South Sandwich Trench claws its way even deeper. Over 8,400 meters down, it marks one of the deepest points in any ocean. Here, the weight of the water is unimaginable, a crushing pressure that few life forms could endure. But the ocean floor is not solely defined by its depths. The Mid-Atlantic Ridge, a submerged mountain range of immense scale, bisects the ocean. This underwater spine, formed by volcanic activity, snakes its way for thousands of kilometers, a testament to the Earth's raw power. And then there are the islands. Scattered like emeralds across the blue expanse, they rise from the depths, each a unique world unto itself. The Falklands, South Georgia, Tristan da Cunha. These islands, sculpted by wind and wave, are havens for wildlife, their shores teeming with life. Life teems within the South Atlantic, a kaleidoscope of creatures great and small. From the sunlit surface to the inky depths, the ocean pulsates with a vibrant energy. Along the western coast of Africa, the Benguela Current flows, a cold, nutrient-rich stream. This underwater river supports a bounty of life, drawing in massive schools of sardines and anchovies. These shimmering silver masses in turn attract larger predators, whales, sharks and dolphins, all drawn to this oceanic feast. Further south, where the icy tendrils of the Antarctic Ocean reach northward, another spectacle unfolds. The Antarctic convergence, a meeting zone of cold and warm waters, creates an environment rich in nutrients. Krill, tiny crustaceans that form the base of the Antarctic food chain, thrive in these waters, attracting penguins, seals, and the mighty whales that migrate thousands of miles to feed. Coral reefs, those underwater cities of color and life, also find a home in the South Atlantic. Off the coast of Brazil, the Abrolhos Islands boast vibrant reefs, havens for countless species of fish, invertebrates, and corals themselves. These delicate ecosystems, however, face increasing threats from human activity, a reminder of the delicate balance that sustains them. The South Atlantic is an ocean of moods, its temperament shaped by wind, sun, and the relentless churn of its currents. Near the equator, the sun beats down with a fierce intensity, warming the surface waters and creating a tropical paradise. Palm-fringed beaches and azure waters characterize this region, a haven for marine life and a playground for those seeking warmth and sunshine. But as we journey southward, the ocean's mood shifts. The air grows cooler, the waves more powerful, driven by winds that howl across vast distances. Here, the ocean shows its raw power, a force to be reckoned with. The Brazil Current, a warm, southward flowing stream, exerts a powerful influence on the ocean's climate. Like a giant radiator, it carries warmth from the tropics, moderating temperatures along the South American coast. On the opposite side of the ocean, the Benguela Current flows northward, carrying with it the frigid waters of the Southern Ocean. This clash of warm and cold creates a dynamic environment where storms can brew quickly and the ocean's mood can shift in an instant. Section 5. Echoes of voyages past, the South Atlantic has borne witness to centuries of human endeavor, its waters traversed by explorers, traders, and adventurers seeking new lands and new beginnings. The Age of Discovery saw Portuguese and Spanish galleons braving these waters, their sails billowing as they charted new courses to the Americas and the riches they held. The Portuguese, in particular, left an indelible mark on the region, establishing colonies in Brazil and transforming the South Atlantic into a bustling trade route. But this era of exploration was not without its dark side. The transatlantic slave trade, a horrific chapter in human history, saw millions of Africans forcibly transported across the South Atlantic, their lives traded for profit and power. The echoes of this tragic past still resonate today, a reminder of the human capacity for both good and evil. The South Atlantic has also been a stage for conflict, its waters churned by the battleships and submarines of warring nations. During World War II, German U-boats stalked these shipping lanes, seeking to disrupt the flow of supplies to Allied forces. And in 1982, the Falklands War erupted, a brief but bitter conflict between Britain and Argentina over a cluster of windswept islands in the South Atlantic. Section 6. Liquid Lifeline. The South Atlantic is more than just a body of water. It is a vital artery in the global economy, a liquid lifeline connecting continents and fueling industries. Massive cargo ships laden with goods from every corner of the globe ply these waters, their routes crisscrossing the ocean like threads on a tapestry. From South America, ships laden with iron ore, soybeans and coffee beans set sail for markets in Europe and Asia. From Africa, tankers carrying oil and natural gas fuel the industries of the world. The ocean's bounty also sustains millions of people. Fishing fleets, large and small, cast their nets into the South Atlantic, hauling in tons of fish each year: sardines, anchovies, tuna. These species and many more support a thriving fishing industry, providing food and livelihoods for coastal communities. Off the coast of Brazil, another kind of wealth lies hidden beneath the waves. Vast oil and natural gas reserves trapped beneath the ocean floor have transformed Brazil into a major energy producer. Offshore drilling platforms resembling giant metal islands dot the horizon, extracting the black gold that fuels the global economy. Section 7. The shadow of progress. Yet, this progress comes at a cost. The very activities that sustain us are also taking a toll on the health of the South Atlantic, casting a shadow over its future. Overfishing is perhaps the most pressing threat. The ocean's bounty, once thought limitless, is now showing signs of strain. Some fish stocks have plummeted, victims of their own popularity and the insatiable demand for seafood. If we are to continue reaping the ocean's bounty, we must learn to fish sustainably, taking only what the ocean can replenish. Pollution, too, is taking its toll. Plastics, chemicals, and agricultural runoff are finding their way into the South Atlantic, poisoning marine life and degrading water quality. Ocean currents, once a source of life, now carry these pollutants far and wide, impacting even the most remote corners of the ocean. And then there is climate change, the most ominous threat of all. Rising sea temperatures, ocean acidification, and melting glaciers. These are just some of the impacts of our changing climate. And the South Atlantic is feeling the heat. Coral reefs, those underwater gardens of life, are particularly vulnerable to warming waters, and their loss would be devastating. Section 8. Guardians of the Atlantic. But there is still hope. Around the world, people are waking up to the plight of the South Atlantic, recognizing that its fate is inextricably linked to our own. Scientists are working tirelessly to understand the complex web of life that sustains the ocean, studying its currents, its creatures, and its response to human activity. Their research is providing valuable insights, helping us to make more informed decisions about how we manage this precious resource. Conservationists are working to protect critical habitats, establishing marine reserves where fish stocks can recover and marine life can thrive. These underwater sanctuaries offer a glimmer of hope. A reminder that even in the face of adversity, nature can rebound if given the chance. And governments are beginning to take action, enacting stricter regulations on fishing, pollution, and offshore drilling. International agreements, while often slow and contentious, offer a framework for cooperation, a recognition that the challenges facing the South Atlantic require a global response. Section 9. A world worth saving. The South Atlantic Ocean, a realm of wonder and beauty, hangs in the balance. The decisions we make today will determine its fate and the fate of the countless species that depend on it for survival. It is a world worth saving, a world we must save. For in its depths lies a reflection of our own interconnectedness with nature, a reminder that we are but one part of a much larger web of life. Let us be the generation that turns the tide, that chooses to protect this precious resource for generations to come. For the sake of the ocean and for the sake of ourselves.